Kirsty. Good morning, everyone. Nice to have your company. While we're listening to this music, let's just Namaskar, Tapa Kundalini and put ourselves in the Bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji. I'm still sort of getting myself organised. I just saw the message before that Duty wasn't able to do it, so I'll try and settle myself down. Okay, so let's just bring our attention to our Sahasrara. We'll do Shri Mataji's 3 great mantras. As soon as I find out where I put the music on. There we are. Okay. This is the Sri Buddha Puja from 1992. I hope it's good, that we can hear it okay. I haven't played it at all.
Today we have assembled here to do Sri Buddha Puja. I don't know how many of you have read of Buddha's life and how ultimately he achieved his enlightenment. I don't know how many of you have really seen the Buddhists or have met them, those who call themselves Buddhist. As in every religion, all of them got lost into some sort of a fundamentalism, because none of them got realization. And that's why everybody established their own style of religion. Even you can say that Tao of Lao Tse also, or Zen of Viditama, all of them are offshoots of the same. You have to see how he first felt that one has to seek something beyond life. Once we are very much satisfied with whatever we have, because he was a king's son, he had a very nice wife, he had a son, and naturally anybody in that position would be quite satisfied. But he saw a very sick man one day, he saw a beggar, and also he saw a dead man. And everybody crying for that dead person. He couldn't understand how this misery has come. And what is the need to have this misery? So, he gave up his family, he gave up his luxuries of life, everything he gave up and went in search of the truth, as many of you have done. He would have been lost also, I would say, because he read all the Upanishads and he read all the books that were possible for him to say what is the truth is. But he couldn't get anything. He took a complete sannyasa in the sense, as far as the food is concerned, as far as the entertainment is concerned, everything he gave up. And ultimately he was lying under a banyan tree, and suddenly the Adi Shakti gave him realization, because he was so true and was one of the one marked for a special place in the Virata. He had to achieve that. Of course, I need not tell you about his previous lives. Perhaps in so many of my lectures I have already talked about it. What was his previous life and how he achieved his own enlightenment about himself. But what we have to see from his life is that he discovered and he found out that want is the reason, the desire is the reason of all the miseries. But he didn't know what was the real want, what was the pure want, what was the pure desire. And that's how he could not explain to people that they have to take to their awakening through their Kundalini. As he had followed such a ascetic life, that became the code for the Buddhist. The other day I was reading about Buddha when I was in Thailand, and I was surprised that the bhikkhus, the bhikkhu is actually Sanskrit, it means bhukshuk, is the one who asks for alms, or a beggar we can call it, but religious beggar. So he used to carry thousands of people with him, at least minimum of 1,000, bare feet, without any provision for food, without any arrangements for stay, nothing. And they were supposed to shave off their heads completely. No moustaches, no hair on the body at all. Moreover, they were supposed to wear only one dress. One long dress they had to tie up like this and cover themselves. Whether it was cold season or it was a warm season, whatever it was. They were not allowed to sing or to dance or to entertain themselves by anything. And food was just collected from the village, whatever they visited, whatever they got, very minimum, whatever they got. It was cooked for them, and they would offer their guru first and then eat that food. Imagine 1,000 people going like that, bare feet, in the scorching heat or in the mud or in rain. In all seasons they used to walk, giving up all their family relationships. Even if the husband and wife, both of them joined the Sangha, then they were not supposed to live like husband and wife. So, to give up all other physical wants, mental wants, emotional wants, was the way they tried to follow, because he said the bond creates it. But if you see the Buddhists, they do all these things. You'll be amazed, even if he's a king, he does that. And many kings who joined at that time, one of them was Ashok from India. He dressed up like that. He became like that. He started traveling in the same manner and tried to lead a complete ascetic life. Very difficult life it was, and they thought that by doing all that, they will achieve their realization. They say that two of his disciples did achieve. Their names are Moggallana and Sariputta. These two people got their realization. But the whole thing was absolutely a life dry and insipid. Had no fun in it. No children were allowed. No family life was allowed. So it became a very secluded, very harsh, I can say very dry life. Though it was called as a Sangha, means the collectivity. But in that collectivity, there was no rapport as such, because they were not supposed to talk too much. They were not supposed to discuss anything about, say, politics or economics or anything. Only they could talk about meditation of achieving the highest life. So you can imagine what sort of life they had to lead to become enlightened. And that idea continued in so many religions. Especially, it then started making people take away the money of the householders by saying that you have to give up everything. Of course, at the time of Buddha also, they had to give up everything and join the Sangha. But here, it was a genuine effort of Buddha to take them to enlightenment, to make them people who were knowledgeable about absolute realities. But it did not happen. And that is the reason why we find that Buddhists have gone into different types of funny Buddhism. For example, now we have some Buddhism, say in Japan, where it was not allowed to kill any animal. So they said, all right, we are not killing any animal, but we can eat killed animals. They found out a solution out of that. Then also, then they could kill human beings, because it's not allowed to kill animals, but we can kill human beings. So Japanese become experts in killing human beings. How people find out loopholes, you can see this very clearly. Then the second type of Buddhism came, where this Lao Tse taught about Tao. But Tao actually he's the only one who started talking about Kundalini. Tao is the Kundalini. But that too was too much for these people. They just couldn't understand what he was talking about. But the way he expressed himself in paintings and other things, just to deviate from that kind of a harsh Buddhism. But somehow, despite that, it never took proper roots. And I have met people who follow Tao and I absolutely don't understand how these people are following the path of Kundalini. There's a river called Yangtze by which when you travel, you find variety of things. After every 5 minutes, the scene changes, or the beautiful mountains take another form and you have lots of waterfalls, and it's very interesting. That is the Kundalini. Tao is that river. But it said that you should not divert your attention to these temptations which are outside. You should see them, but move. And that is what is Tao, which he brought in. But they got lost because they started painting all those things and doing all kinds of more into art. Basically, Buddha never thought of any art. He never wanted to have any art and he didn't want to do anything with art. He said, but only thing is that you have to introspect and go within and deep down and find out what is the absolute truth. So the whole thing started deviating like this. Then this Zen system was the same as mixed up with Kundalini, which Viditama, one of his great disciples, who started in Japan. Now, the Zen system is that they used to put, I sometimes hit also on the back of the, what you call the spinal cord, on the chakras, and they would try to raise the Kundalini. All kinds of horrible things. In the Zen system, they developed very harsh methods of raising the Kundalini. It went to such a limit that I have met people who have broken their spinal cords. Then Kundalini will never rise in any case if the spinal cord. Please pay attention here. One lady walks out, then attention goes out. If your attention is so poor, please pay attention here. Do you understand that? If one person walks out, your attention should not go. And please don't come inside to disturb. You see, the trouble is we must understand that our attention has to be steady. Any lady walks out, if your attention moves out, then understand that you have to meditate more. Please keep the attention. So now, then this Viditama Zen also took a very different form. I met for the head of the Viditama Zen system, and I was surprised because they called me because he was very sick, so they said, Mother, please help him to cure. But I found he was not at all a realized soul and did not know a word about Kundalini. So I said, how are you the head? How is it that you have become the head when you do not know the meaning of Kundalini? So he said, what is Kundalini? He couldn't understand anything. I said, what is Zen? Zen is to meditate, dhyan. I said, all right. But what about it? Yes, there is. So confused he was. Then I asked him, you are not a realized soul. Then how is it you are the head? He said, we never had any realized soul for now ages. Only for 6 centuries we had some Kashyapas, they called them Kashyapas. And after that we had no realized souls at all. So just think, under what circumstances you got your realization. Without sacrificing anything, without giving up anything, without working out any one of these tapasyas, penances, because Buddha is a tapa. These 3 deities on your Agya Chakra, Christ, Mahavira and Buddha, 3 of them are tapa. Tapa means penance. You have to do penance. And penance now in Sahaja Yoga doesn't mean that you give up your wife or give up your husband, give up your children, give up your family. But here tapa means meditation. And for meditation you must know when to get up. That should be the most important thing for a Sahaja. The rest of the things automatically will work out. I need to understand. to grow your depth, you have to meditate. It's an absolutely simple thing. You don't have to shave your head. You don't have to starve yourself. You don't have to walk bare feet. You can sing yourself with music. You're not even allowed to see a drama or a play or anything like that. I mean, so many things, if you see the list, you'd go really crazy. How could people exist? But there were 1,000 people with him who were traveling with him. And they became so poor, they were just wearing rags. Ultimately, a big trader was passing by and he saw them and he thought, what poor people, these are just beggars. God knows they are lepers and what are they. And he had a great feeding for them and he gave them some food to eat and everything. And still he did not know that it was good. So the Buddha's main thing, Buddha itself means Bodh, from Bodh. Bodh means to know the reality on your central nervous system is the Bodh. You all have become now Buddhas without giving up anything, because whatever he gave up was all nonsense. It was a myth. If it was a myth, what's the use of giving up the myth? What does it matter if you listen to music? What does it matter if you dance? It doesn't matter at all. But these ideas went so deep into these people that you really feel such pity and such compassion. But look at them, where are they getting lost? They don't eat their food, they have their food only once in a while and they are starving. They look like really worse than TB patients. But
I'll just leave that there. I'm just having a few problems with my sound this morning. So now we'll just meditate silently together. And let's just do the last of the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Mokshat Pradini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Thank you very much for joining this morning. Jai Shri Mataji.